What's up, Just D? Who else is here? Flower Grunt, I said hi. What's up, Kit Kat? Okay. Let me move OBS so I can see you guys chatting away. What's up, Death Blondie? How are you? Good morning. Afternoon. It's 11:30. Alright. Where the fuck? Why is the game not showing up? What are you doing to me, game? There it is. Bam! Alright. Does the sound good to you guys? Alright, so there's about... Alright, let's just start. Database system online, new profile detected, analyzing. New profile 237771. Economic bracket, lower middle, employment, category bleak. Current emotional health rating low. Ideal candidate for premium level assistant, proceed. Negative. Premium level assistance requested, proceed. Negative. Pretty please? Negative. Overriding denial of assistance, establishing premium services profile for profile 237771. Justification, hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. My name. Oh goodness. Should we? I think I would get copyright claimed by Dilly if I would do something like this, and I don't feel like we're gonna get her like to a T. If we could get her to a T, maybe. Yeah, no. She would never wear a hoodie. We can never make this, Angela. What is my name? Izik what? Her alter ego, Angelica Keeperoni. Let's do my last name as Keeperoni. Kislid. My hair color, obviously gray. You guys all know how, like, my color is. Pronoun. I prefer Zimmer. Oh god, my hair would never... That's not even short! Eye color. Sure. Why can't I be an old man? I am pale as the fucking driven snow. Clothing color. I can't change the pants. Izik Keeperoni. I can't say my own name. Pronoun he, is that correct? Yes. Premium level assistant for profile, blah, blah, blah. Izik Keeperoni has been activated for sake of his hopes and dreams. I want more chocolate. This is the last piece. I'm done. I'm putting this order somewhere else. Or I can't get to it. This is the future of year 20XX. Ah, that year. A dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Woe be the... oh, wait. Robots, maybe. Evil robots, how's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Not playing cards, smartphones, pro gamer celebs. Internet trolls, personal assistant AIs, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I have had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesman, and a lifeguard for a local community pool. I don't care what the era of human history you live in. Kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. As for busting metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. That's a pretty nice apartment. That's... I don't know about you guys, but... like, fuck, dude. My quaint little apartment, can't complain really. It's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roommate picks up stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In a metro area, $3,000 a month, right? Fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most of my family tree. Or at least I was before today.
Hired from another job?
What? You have voice acting?
Seriously? Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
Can you guys hear her? Because she seems a little bit low to me. I hear her. Yep, kind of low. Okay, wait. I'm getting down with the music. Can I get her to say it again? I can't have her say it again. Damn it. Alright. Keep an ear out. A horrified-looking young woman. There would be my roommate and childhood friend Juniper. Of course she is. Juniper is the one who spearheaded the effort to co-rent an apartment. Her real name's like Abigail or something, but she went to Juniper after she like moved out of her parents' house. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job, like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
So, I turned it up, and it doesn't seem to have affected her voice. Can I turn up her voice? Wait, what if I...
Hey, listen.
Did they really just do the Navi? Hold up.
Hey, listen.
Is that better? Hold up. One more time.
Hey, listen.
I feel like that's a little loud.
Hey, listen.
Is that better? I feel like that's perfect now. Better than before or perfect? I need it perfect. I need it perfect! Let's try one more time.
Hey, listen.
Seems a little bit better. I think that's the best we're gonna get, guys. Like... Because otherwise... Wait.
on!
It doesn't seem like it made a difference. I keep changing it and nothing changes. Is the music still around? Do you guys still hear the music? The repeated riffs that actually fit perfectly? Alright, cool. I don't get why you're upset about this. I'm upset. I'm really upset on your behalf. Come on, share a little. Okay. Okay, cool. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much you can do about that. Why get upset? Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's a bit more morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean, the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever. I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make rent, right? Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you get back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
She has a similar voice to some anime people that I know. Is she an actual anime dub? If so, that's expensive.
I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of a class to give a speech, and I forgot to put up my pants, and... Your dream job? Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given any serious thought.
I've got it.
Oh, hey, I think I've got the thing to just help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code into the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. Excuse me. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free, too. My cousin introduced it to me. Is she one of the Honey Pop voice actors? Maybe. She sounds like she could be. Wasn't the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending you a copy now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. One with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay. But don't think too long, alright? In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. I didn't expect them to do this. So they have different scenes, or editable scenes at least. That's a lot of extra drawing, and I'm proud of them for that. That's a very big thing. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But having something in place that changes you, yeah, that's pretty nice. Not that because they could very well make it a side view where you're seeing out of your character's eyes and just seeing the bed. Yeah, that's a lot of extra work, yeah. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough. Up to and through the point where we left home to try to start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us against any dark forces lying against me. Against myself, if it came down to that. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled, nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense with messing up with it now. Why can't I talk? Messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button. Reset? What? Right? I need to get my fucking head on. I say the first game we said out loud. No dreams, no nightmares. Just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. Oh, I want that. I actually like dreams better, though. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch the bus in her office. To her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left another note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Oh, I clicked off the screen. Remember to download the app. Find a dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or is it just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Let's give the app a shot. What do you think, guys? Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly find me a job, I load it up, tap the icon, and...
Hello!
What? Huh? Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went, huh. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal and distant future of 20XX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach.
Oh, I want one.
This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts.
I love
I'm
Pizza
here to help you
Facts.
Get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some kind of djinn? Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the... Wait, what? Just read the wrong line. Give you the chance to improve your life. What do you think is... What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
Hooray!
That's super! I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? But it's Siri backwards. Listen. Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-active assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it worked just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program, with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, oh goodness, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Wow. Would you like to know more? Sure. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. The system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your response to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like the programmers who also wanted a bunch of things ended in Y. That's correct! My branding name is on point. Quirky response uses jokes, snark, and sarcasm to light up a situation. That's me. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. That's my fucking way. Enter her Facebook made Siri. Oh god. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on a steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, or instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving conversations along while learning more and more, digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. So, what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy. Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, basic's bad, right? Sounds bad.
Nope.
Heck no! They're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you should say and go with what feels right for the moment. Don't limit yourself. Isn't Tinder owned by Facebook already? I don't know. I have no idea. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Letting it happen naturally is kind of my thing. I'm a go-with-the-flow kind of person. Nothing really bugs me. You might be interested in this next feature then. This app you've downloaded can let you see identity indicators if you want. That way you can make an informed decision. But if you prefer, I can hide those indicators. Keep it a surprise. Let you simply go with the flow, as you say. Which would you like? Do you want to see the colored identity indicators? Oh my goodness, tongue twister. Identity indicators, or leave them hidden? So we're not gonna. Oh, see it when you get back, Moogle. We're not gonna min-max. So if we get the girl or guy that we want, we're just gonna go with it. But I really don't want to min-max, so we're gonna hide them. So mysterious. Okay, I'll hide them from you. You'll always be able to spot basically responses, though. Now let's see my patent-pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Hi, jokes. I'm dad. I don't tell on jokes. Sorry. I like hi jokes. I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Yeah, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or Chivos, as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's the app empty space on the left? I need more water. Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores, wonderful. So will you also tell me what correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making out of my daily life? Izik, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them. Oh, god damn it. Oh, there we go. It'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed, just relax and have fun. Don't feel so pressured to perform. It'll all work out in the end. In other words, don't freak out too much about what the right thing to say is.
To say yes.
Exactly. Just be you. Be yourself, and good things are bound to happen. Anyway, you can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score on the top right corner of your screen. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roommate claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What? I'm sure at some point these games aren't really based on long-term dating, it's a short-term game. Yeah. Well, what good will taking the quiz off the back of the supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
You can talk to you can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
You? Romance? Seriously? Seriously! Often you can find your soulmate and your dream job at the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Replace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers might... right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I met the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Sure, I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Let's stay focused. I'll play it cool on day one at least. I'm not interested in romance, Iris. Let's do this one. Right now, I'd rather focus on finding a career. Any sweet loving can come later, if I feel like it. That's fine. I'm sure as you get to know people... excuse me. Oh, sorry. That's fine. I'm sure as you get to know people better, romance will eventually bloom. Or not. It's up to you, really. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Aha, I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney. It's never actually happened. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
Bad command or...
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax. I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here, just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still 18 times the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Enjoy this recorded music.
Analyzing. Please enjoy the recorded music. What's up, Unicorn Attack Force? So, do I just stand here, or...?
Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes, nicer than those, please. I don't think it's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best. But we just... Okay. How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now we're gonna move on. Tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and then 9 minutes away. Aw, Unicorn. This is happening. But I do have a chance to get this off the crazy train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could... Let's just get dressed. Normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and taste for kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished the sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims are serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter, but honestly, I expected another shoe salesman job at best. but well, it'll be worth a laugh at the very least. I choose to trust in the science. What is my dream anyway? What the hell, let's do this. Like I always say, go with the flow. Let's just do it. Juniper's right. I need to get my life in gear. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Okay, there could be a lot of harm, granted, but the alternative is to mope around in our apartment for weeks, then eat cads. Go get a job anyway. So I thought, screw it. I'm in this crazy train. Let's see how far it goes. Does the game just end if we deleted the app there? I have no idea. I don't want to know. And as I came to realize weeks later, it turns out that it was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are the relics of 1999. Places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many as themselves into as tight of a space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds,
Hey! Listen!
What do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping that we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene, old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly! I don't even see it. I see the loan officer, barbershop, law office. There's a book. Old story. What's behind the arcade? It is the arcade! Huh? Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job, really?
99.97%.
I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Programmers are celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. Well, restaurants are popular too, right? For everyone who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in the failure. Arcade competition is fierce, paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well... No wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always as popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1989, it narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as kids' toys fad, like hula hoops, no mainstream's acceptance. For instance, one factor could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from the butt, and massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. He's talking about E.T. They do realize that working in an arcade is a bloody nightmare. Not in this game! Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. The game is delayed until it could be developed seriously, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing to the point of nostalgia? Mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run out of it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no, it's an interesting prospect, but, I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.99%.
Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in 15 years? Huh, I remember really enjoying arcade when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, though. Eager to show off her
sources
homework.
say yes.
Trust me, when I said it was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not just some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me out to be a warm, personable front of database array that's currently laser targeted on getting to know you exactly what you need. Right there, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does, and it always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle. Is that things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. That's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell? Why not? But the ticket. Take the ride. Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet. And when it all came crashing down, well, I had recovered before. I'd recover again. Meanwhile, I may as well take the opportunity in front of me. So I opted to push through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. The air condition hits me like a cool breeze, albeit smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers, although it's packed with games, and I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck with something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't played an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here, and from the looks of it, like really old. Although I didn't recognize what came in the stage light. Excuse me. Okay, with the stage lights and those things, maybe karaoke or dancing? Japanese
My
input?
sources say yes.
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration from Nihana, a heavy industry concern, and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recognize most of these, but is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magical Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. 2 genres I was literally lousy at last time I checked. And over there is an old lady. Sorry ma'am, I was just talking to myself and I had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registers me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers me a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear?
How did you learn about Arcade Spirits? We got a free copy from the devs. It was really sweet of them.
Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
I will be right back. I have to put this food away. Because it's actually making me ill just smelling it over and over again. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry, guys. Hey, Coco. A funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? HN in my phone set up a job interview for me. You've been in business for boop boop years. Jen in my phone set a job interview for me. Magical space fairy or something that lives in my phone told me to come here and find my dream job.
Hello!
Hello, I'm a magical space fairy, apparently. I half expected her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive of me to just talk about Iris like that, but she took it in stride.
Oh, my.
Oh, hello, my. Oh, excuse me. Fine. Oh, hello, my. What they can do with technologies these days. I really do marvel at what amazing things you people have in 20XX. Although I'd simply love to take a sledgehammer to those blasted video game consoles that eat my bottom line. She said with such a kind-hearted and warm smile.
Please, call me Francine. As in, Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
So she's single.
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Oh my god, what is that face? What is that face? I'm so scared. Can we take a screenshot? Yes! I'm sorry to hear about that. So much for workplace romance. It's still an opportunity! She's not gone!
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
Oh, go on. It's information I needed to know, yes. And you are? Izik Keeproni. Ma'am. Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Oh, eventually you just sort of learn to filter out all the beeps and boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well, that's faster than the others, not bad. So, we see that you're made of a lot of... This way, please. She broke his joystick. Jesus. Bring it, Granny. She's the one I want right now. Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous catastrophe. Apostrophe? What? What word was that? Oh, the unneeded apostrophe. Okay, I get it. Because it really doesn't. Oh, save, yes. There we go. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as the place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of these proceedings. I interviewed with a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. What's up, Two Flower? Thanks you very much for playing our game. Oh, yay! I'm having fun! Well, thank you for giving it to us. You were very kind to offer it to us. We got it off of Keymailer from you guys. So thank you. To prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but... So the point is, I'm confident, prepared, ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Welcome back.
Brewfister, thank you for the 7 months. Much love. Everybody, can I get some how dares? Francine's a delight. Everybody's cool granny. She might be my romance interest if that's an option, but I don't know if it is. What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Sadly, she's not an option. Dang it! Dang it, dang it, dang it! But dare to dream. Well, it's okay. And to answer your question, Francine, a Pachycephalosaurus. Alright, okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. Pachycephalosaurus, I ram into things face first repeatedly. No problem, go with the flow, let's do this. T-Rex, no doubt about it. Pterodactyl soaring through the sky. Brontosaurus, big dude, enjoys salad. Brontosaurus. Do you really see me soaring, Ben? Do you really see me soaring? I'm such a miserable human being. Do you see me soaring? I always like Brontosauruses. If you're gonna go dino, go big or go home. And not really a brutal meat eater. There's a you can soar. Brofester, can I soar into your heart? XD, XD, XOXO? Indeed, and nothing says self-starting go-getter looking for a dynamic job position, quite like a 16-ton, slow-moving lump of meat. Well, yeah. Right. Maybe I should have gone with Raptor. Everybody likes Raptors.
What's your favorite snack?
I really like rice pudding, even though it gives me really, really bad tummy issues. Snack? If this was a food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos, but snacks.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Pizza bagels! Say pizza bagels! When pizza's on a bagels, you can have pizza anytime! Hush you. One dear, you have all day. After giving a good thought. Well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Tacos are my favorite snack. A tasty apple with almond butter? That's just not true. Whatever munchies lurk in the depths of the vending machine. I really do like pizza bagels!
Mushroom.
M. Ritter, thank you for the follow. Oh my god. I don't... See, tacos aren't my favorite snack. This is just not true. That would just be lying. Like, I like apples and almond butter, and I like apples and almond butter together, but they're not my favorite snack. I just like whatever. Whatever munchies lurk in the depths of the vending machine. I'm not picky, really. Whatever calls to me the most is what I choose, whether it's Flamin' Hot Cheetos or gummy bears. Very interesting. I see you go with the flow, a team player. It's kind of my thing. You know what I say? You are what you eat. Next question. Nothing I'm prepared for has helped me plan for this odd review. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
A distraction and getting eaten before everybody else. This interview was real or is it a dream? As I looked into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious.
Mushroom.
Unicorn Attack Force, thank you very much for the follow. Tacos are a snack. Tacos are a meal, especially if you eat 6 of them in one sitting. Alright, so engineering, I can make stuff. That's not totally true. Medical, hey, no lawyers left to sue malpractice. I'm not very good with medicine. To be honest, I get eaten day 1! It's true! That's what I said! I'd just be dead! I'd be dead! I wouldn't be much help in the inevitable zombie apocalypse. I'd just be gone, you all know it! Somebody would be like, run for a block, and I'd be like, I'm dead already. At least I can throw myself into a horde of undead and you'll escape to live another day. I see! That's me! That's fucking me! At least you're honest and honestly the best way to form trust. One more thing.
You here?
The question is so simple and almost actually irrelevant to career planning that makes me off guard. I told you, the magical space fairy on my phone sent me here for a job.
You're seeking a job, true. But that doesn't really answer my question, does it?
This voice actress is so good.
No doubt. You think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks.
Beautiful.
Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck.
I'm loving the Pac-Man earrings, by the way.
Well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than why not. But buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself. But that wouldn't cut it here. I need to actually think it through. It's a Funplex, a place of fun, and I like fun. To be honest, I don't know, not yet. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck. I don't know yet. To be honest, ma'am, I don't know. Not yet. I've been avoiding the question for a long time, just making do, getting by, setting for what life will give me. Maybe I should do more than that, huh? When I was a kid, I'd go to arcades with my family all the time, but that was a long time ago. Maybe I want to reconnect with that. Maybe I just want a job, I don't know. But if you hire me, I'm hoping to find out why I'm here along the way. I can promise you that I'll take this job seriously. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. Even if arcade games aren't life and death, I promise to make my work just as seriously. She murdered your predecessor. Francine hates you at this point. Listen, I am going to be honest with her, and that's just it. I'm not gaming this game. I'm having fun with it. Virtue retention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation that. And an unusual step from such a troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says that she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. Which makes Francine smile in turn. Oh, Dilly texts me. Okay, I'm supposed to buy pre-made guacamole for tonight. Okay. That's what he wants. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at how many ways we can save a life, even here. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. Breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had. Oh god, they were roommates. Professor, god damn it. The memes! To be sure, and yet I felt so appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot in the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me that now I forgot to ask what exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, still behind the prize desk.
Oh, how marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Izik. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glanced at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really be stretching myself thin lately trying to fill in since the position is vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being... Oh, Brofister, thank you for the bees! Eddie felt like jamming one of those 500 tick blush down someone's throat.
Such a shame.
Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I have no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person to work at this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle the paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all the Hawking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Okay, then. I look like such a freak. Oh, goodness. I'm just smiling with my hands in my pockets. I would never approach this prize counter. I'd freak out before. So scared. Give me your tickets, kids. No, nobody smiles that high. Oh, no. What was I thinking? I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool. Leaning against the desk beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. He seems nice. Mom, I don't want the spider. I don't want to go near him. Oh, goodness. I could have lost hope. And this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. We helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. So that is true. I remember getting things from Chuck E. Cheese, and even though it was really shitty stuff, I was so excited to get it. I was so excited to get it because it was like stuff I earned from playing games. Right? Any minute now. There's the emotion I wanted. That one. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours and nobody's walked up to attain a novelty Funplex shot glass, or a colored pencil set, or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults with no interest in cheap friendship bracelets.
Oh, no,
Thankfully,
man.
oh, up here 64. Thank you very much for the host. Anyway, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if those 500 ticket plushies really fit down someone's throat. Maybe not. Nope, just walking right on by me. His head buried and reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on break. He's the guy who's taking inventory or whatever. An unwashed, unemployed game aficionado, in fact. He's a snapshot. Seems pretty stuck up. I don't feel either way about him. I just feel like he's working there. You think Snappy? I should go Snappy? I just feel like he's there doing his job. Most guys I know are content to toss on his shirt, t-shirt, and jeans. Not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. In fact, I'd rather point out that he's offering me, rather than doubling back, and rather linoleum knifey too. Why are you staring at me, dude? Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? Nice to meet you. I'm Izik. I am Francine. I wouldn't say that, but that is really funny. I'm the new hire, not that anybody wants prizes. Nice to meet you, I'm Izik. Hello, I'm Izik Keep Brony, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you. He relaxes somewhat. I'm hearing that somewhat.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work this desk. She's got gutso for an What's an octogenarian? Oh, an 80s baby. I get it. He loves working on this floor, but sitting here all day, handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you? Gave you the papers to sign? She said Gavin would handle that stuff? With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on. That's Gavin, isn't it?
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Yep.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business, rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Right, so you're no doubt guest. You'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around, putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later. Oh shoot, there we go. But we need two. One to roam, one to operate a desk, and you're in. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall into bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. You're cute, that's what you are? I don't know. He doesn't really do it for me. He's too muscly. She's not a people person, as gathered. That's not to say you're alone out there, but I'm not your corner at least. He does have the personality for it, but I don't know. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business cards. He apparently had a stack of them ready in his pocket. Go figure, his phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked in a high-pressure customer service job before? See, I'm calling... Everything is perfect going on here, except for this tear right here on the bottom. Somebody this put together would never wear pants that are teared down there. I'm calling bullshit. There's something going on there. He has something. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? I have no idea. Right, well, you know how to keep your head... You know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But if anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi, in that order. He was on his knees. Ooh. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? This isn't my first pony ride. You can count on me. Relax, I got this. Stress feeds me. Makes me strong. I don't really like either one of those responses. I think our first interaction with him, but 911 for emergencies, right? Contact you if problems arise. If not you, Ashley or Naomi, leave Francine alone. But it hazard that if their arcade's on fire, you'd rather I call the fire department, right? Well, of course, I enjoy not being on fire.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly.
Guys like this usually do have a girlfriend, by the way. So
I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Magical art of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture. But his expression softened somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job. More than just an arcade.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm pert, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job.
Okay.
Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, and you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
Okay. I don't think he's being aggressive. I'm still trying to figure out my why. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here, what my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. I'd say we share similar views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. And hopefully, this hive of weirdos will help you find your dreams along the way. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around. That would be accurate if you're willing to fudge things up a bit and work today anyway. Help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi would likely use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher, crane game, to use the layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads to the back, presumably the office, to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up decidedly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. But he's not a total jerk, definitely. I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I decided to give the guy an honest chance for now. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker. It's Naomi that he mentioned. Although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. Double door, also marked employees only. Employees only, apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Okay. A little room tucked away between the back offices. At the Funplex front, I find what's very likely this Naomi spokesperson, or spoken only of myth and legend. A girl about my age, certainly not my height, is tinkering away with what looks like an old tube-style monitor. The girl, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. Then the lingering smell of melting metal fills the air of the poorly vented workshop. Excuse me. For a lack of better way to interrupt her, I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or slump so high that she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite as intense. Ooh, she's a cutie.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Izik. I'm Izik Keeperoni. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh!
Go for it, Izik. I just met her. Chill.
Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Whoops.
She spares a glance at her phone and nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. Thought comes to mind, on actually seeing her. Everyone knows until now she's totally focused on the task at hand. I was assumed retro arcade nerds were fat middle-aged guys. I wish! This room's right at the heart of the building, but isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first noticed is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components in the circuit board, even when laser focused, she was still smiling happily.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
Wait, she's wearing a... Oh, yeah, she is. Oh, God, honey, that's cold. Where's something else? Is busy doing strange things with numbers.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Really? What happened last time?
Well, I dropped it.
Oh. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place when exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires up to other wires. There's surprisingly a number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and a beefy monitor. Maybe we could fill it with nacho dip? What the fuck? Why would I do that? Why is it so empty in there? It's my first time seeing the guts of a game. Why is it so empty? Seems inefficient. Couldn't you pack more games into the arcade if it was more compact? Not really. It's more of the footprint on the floor than a vertical height. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks. I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you can play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for the art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on her keyring at her side, and she steps back to admire her handiwork. Excuse me. There's genuine joy in that smile. Not just a job well done, but looking at the whole thing. Like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles. This side art decals. The bold font on the marquee. The bezel art. The bezel? Bezel? Hold up.
Bezel.
Oh. Grooved ring holding the glass plastic cover of a watch face or other instrument in position. Interesting. With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well... There are a bunch of boxes. The row looks ugly. No, that's not true. I agree, it's beautiful in some way. It is. The way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, it's a box of wood and circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff. I think I understand. It was made for the one thing, the art, the style, and the course of the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess you could see it's beautiful in its own way. Good. Naomi lights up with joy and a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny.
Woohoo!
Finally, so few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great, especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can just get along with him generally, but the whole attitude is just... Oh. all he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his druthers... Druther. He'd gut out the whole place. A person's preference. If anybody's gonna ruin the funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. Looks like a pretty sore point here. A long-standing argument that the new guy really shouldn't get involved with. Yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at, but I kind of want to know, too. Don't rock the boat, clear the air and find out more. Clear the air and find out more. I get this is touchy, but if I'm going to work here, I think we should be all honest with each other, no gossiping. So I gotta know, why do you think Gavin wants to destroy the arcade? He buys into Francine's idea this is a place for dreams. He says he does, but he's willing to sacrifice way too much in order to keep the whole thing afloat. Road to hell, best intentions, etc. If he had his way, the place would be like a Deco's palace. Nothing but ticket games and prize catchers. He thinks actual video games are too expensive, a waste of floor space. I bet he'd remove them all if he had his way. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him to do the right thing. That's my problem, not yours. Sorry to drop gossip on your head like this. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? For the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy. Well, a strong guy at least. Well, you're a guy, that's enough. I'm semi-insulted then? Okay, let's get to it. Right to the left now. My left, you're careful. Or, you're right, careful. Now forward, right, correct, I mean, turn to the right. Keep it coming, and there. Carefully, tip it to the place. Victory! I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Wait, what? Okay, glad to be done with that one. Alright. Let's save. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but thanks for helping me out, Izik. I think you're gonna do just great here. Happy to gurgle up. Oh right, my stomach is growling. Food required, except I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Now I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel... Shh! Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheap Wob Sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you wouldn't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know, wait right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime, here you go. She passes a box lunch to my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them and my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things. Pickles are not that healthy. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in on the stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. Oh, what'll you have for lunch then? Oh, I can just go get some nachos from the vending machine, or go hit the whole store next door. I've got a boat delivery to catch up anyway. But you said eating healthy was important.
See ya.
See you after lunch. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to get some junk food instead. I'd say oh god damn it. Naomi fits in Francie's ideal for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And giving me lunch, me, a total stranger? That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, a bento box. I've seen these in anime. It's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Armed with a box of healthy food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. This room is where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few holding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my lone lunch. Did this come out of my box lunch? Incoherent screaming. With my mind and body screaming loudly, my paralyzed form is unable to move from the version of terror before me. The half-person, half-animal waves its appendages in front of me, likely closing in for the kill. Hello? Anyone in there? See? Nothing to be afraid of. Ah, I see. Looks like you've stabilized. I was worried. I scared the life right out of you.
Hey, so,
Welcome
I'm
back.
sorry if I traumatized you. Really?
Oh, Brad! Thank you for the 11 months, almost a full year. Wow. Thank you so much. Are you excited for your new badge that'll come next month? Can we get some how dares in chat? Thank you so much, Brad.
Can we start over, maybe?
I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Izik.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
What, the Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I have met some really intense people so
Did
far.
you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all.
Okay. Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Give me 1 second, guys. Today, this morning to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you got to know more.
Let's see.
You could have some stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on top of the employees only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course. You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart to decide that the 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie and wait for an opportune moment to punch that secret code, just to find me. It just keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate about fictional scenario. Ashley's got quite the imagination, alright. Is that how I come across to people, as a creepy trespasser? No. She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it, a lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it. Shows a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. And now you've snuck out, I wonder? Oh, I could have helped, but for a price. Sorry, Dilly's texting me about food. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Ah, jeez. I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got some things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplays to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ash's eyes light up as she smiles. Yeah, you know, dressing up as your favorite video game TV character, I love it. It's so empowering to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what kind of character you are. Empowering, really? Granted, she certainly has all the power to stop my heart for a few beats. Yes! Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. It's so creepy. Izik go for this one? I don't really like her as much as that last girl. So Pinky is your creation? Intentionally? Yep, it looks like good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? Plus, I don't really want to date somebody where I work. That's like asking for problems. You don't shit where you eat. I mean, it would be different if she was a customer or somebody who's like third party. But if I have to work with her every day and it doesn't go well... I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed, though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're digging on the craftsmanships and costumes. Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I rode around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it didn't fall off. Hey, Sakura, how are you? Don't dip your pen in the company ink. Exactly. You know how it is, Dead Blondie. It's like we aren't doing logic because it's a dating sim, but I like putting some logic in the dating sims. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5, 6 years max. Anyway, we were about to do a Showtime stage when she tugged at my left arm and whoosh, off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. That must have been horrifying. At least you're consistently scaring people. It's not just me. Do we have this picture? Do we still have this picture? Hold up. Hold up. see if I can find it. Maybe it's on Twitter. We're gonna find this. I wanna show you guys something. Can I just... From... Here we are. Oh no! It looks like Tumblr deleted it. What the fuck, Tumblr? There was a picture of me getting terrified by Chucky from Chuck E. Cheese, and Tumblr must have deleted it because they detected... This is why Tumblr is dead! I don't know why I didn't fucking repost it on Twitter. The fucking only thing. God fucking damn it, Tumblr. It was a picture of me as a child being terrified by Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, if you delete all your fucking content, you're gonna lose... Oh my god, I'm fucking done. You fucking idiot, Tumblr. I wonder if I can... I'm gonna have to, like, scour Facebook. God damn it. I'm so upset about this. Do you have any idea how horrified I was of this Chuck E. Cheese? This is just what we're doing now, by the way. We're not even playing this game at this point. God fucking damn it. I'm really sorry, guys, but I'm not sorry. I want to find this. And it doesn't help that I've uploaded a picture every day for the past 2 years. God fucking damn it, Izik. Yes, Dilly, I get it. You're cute. Why are you all over my fucking Facebook? It's just a whole bunch of pictures of Dilly. He's so cute. Ugh, I'm getting distracted. This is really funny because you can just see just like a whole bunch of fucking shit. Where is it? Where is it? Guys, if you can find me getting scared of Chuck E. Cheese, I'll give you 100,000 nuts right now. Maybe it's posted somewhere else on the internet. I don't think it is, but... Oh my god, biddies? Biddies? By Brofister, thank you for the biddies. What is the postcard? Baby Izik Chuck. That's not what it is! You just drew it. What's up, Picanora? I am trying to find a long-lost picture of me getting terrified by Chuck E. Cheese. It will be worth the wait, I promise. You know what? Maybe my mom texted it to me. Knowing my mother, she probably did. Hold up. Oh, crap. I accidentally FaceTimed her. No, I don't have it with her. Damn it. It's gonna be a while, guys. Hang in there. Have I really been with Dilly 3 years? I just have a picture of my grandmother laughing. What the fuck? In front of a fire. What the hell is this picture? All right, give me a second. I need to show you this picture. Chat. This will keep you happy, I'm sure. Why do I have this picture? This is terrifying. Like, what is this? Why do I have this? Fucking damn it. Aw, this was our first Valentine's Day together. Okay, I'm making my way. I'm almost there. This is gonna be, I'm like almost there. What did, has your grandmother committed arson? I love your grandma. I love my grandma too. She's freaking great, dude. She is freaking great. I don't remember what the context was for that at all, either. Oh my god. Why did I take so many fucking pictures? We're somehow back to me visiting Dilly. I don't know how I have so many damn pictures. Somebody help me. Wait. I found it! I found it. Here we go. The fuck? I saved it and now it's gone. God fucking damn it. Where did I save it? God fucking damn it. And then I closed the window. You idiot. Oh my god. History. Alright. Why aren't you showing up? There it is. There it is. There you go. This is the most professional of streams. Listen. You don't understand. I was terrified. You don't get it. Alright? You don't motherfucking get it. Everyone's first experience is always terrifying. Master. 10 out of 10 streams is very professional. How now bring back Grandma cackling. I don't think I can fit it in just the normal video. I can't. You know what? We'll do this. Look at her! What is this? Oh, don't get on my grandma. Poor grandma. Dilly fucking loves her. He loves my other grandma more, but yeah. Izik, I'm sure your grandma's a very lonely arsonist. No, my grandfather's still alive. He's the one that almost died a few weeks ago, or a few months ago. Well, a few weeks ago. No, he's still around. He was only on the hospital, like, constantly. He's better now. Lovely, not lonely? Oh. Oh, you did say lovely. Oh, yeah, that happened. Anyway. Well, at least you're consistently scaring people. That's just not me.
Nope.
Hey now. We're playing a game. Did you remember? I don't want it to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? Guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attended the floor. The floor is a thing I'm attending to when I'm not in cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume that you already met Francine. But have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already. Although it seems likely that they're not too keen on each other. Right? Oh, you're my gossip friend. Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. Oh my god, I love you. I wish they would just hurry up and make out already. Yes! Wait, what? Seriously? So, are they going out? Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Izik. Consider them marked.
Beep,
Beep,
beep.
beep! Beep, beep, Izik! What's that sound? Trad, I set an alarm for my lunch break was over. Time to get back to the grindstone. I didn't think I'd get a chance to eat.
No.
No, that's no good, Izik. That's no good. Izik needs calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over a ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough, thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears in the dark recesses of the inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down the rice in the shape of a heart, wow, it occurs to me that I didn't actually ponder my first impressions with Ashley yet. Let's see. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. She's got a lot going on ahead of hers. I just don't understand it at all. Now, let's do the art thing. That's why Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things that she's passionate about. Just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Anyway, with lunch in my belly, the break time complete, the second half of my workday begin. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fall out, school's done, and the late rising pros are headed out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor, looking for problems, or potential problems, or just making sure everything's okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a direct start with my coworkers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooper's going are going to be a must. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get all of them. Which should I tackle first? An irate customer near Mr. Mopey's Magic Maze. Someone cursing up a storm in a fist of discomfort. A loud crowd around a showtime stage. Let's do Fist of Discomfort. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I was telling me all about earlier today. I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, the team Wicked Prodigies took the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pot. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid real-time strategy button mash brawling. Each player is defending their dojo. It's 3 sensei from attackers by the other player. Obviously, you can do this by attacking the other player and their 3 sensei directly, but with punches and kicks and stuff. Izik, can you not fucking read? Listen, I can't. You know this. Why do you come here expecting good reading? Good anything, actually. But you'll also summon your own army of ninjas to march down the top and bottom lanes, and most of them are fighting for you. That's the strategy of the element. With a combination of knowing when to summon allies, when stat boost items to buy from your... What? Oh my god. What stat boost items to buy from your dojo shop, and your combat skill at fending off enemies. You can punch through your opponent's minions, topple all their sensei, and destroy their dojo. So summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, and smash a dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy, playing the world over by top gamers in such a way that is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I got, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words.
What the
What in the actual fuck was that? No, those are definitely all words my mother would have disapproved of. You've got to be fucking me. There's no fucking way that this is even possible. Those hitboxes don't even... Can I turn these off? Fuck this game. Fuck it all night long. Haha, get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh, hey. And did I forget to mention I brought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops, my bee. Wait, what? You haven't been farming. How could XP share technique with creep waves? Take this. 5-fold fucking explosive death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? That's amazing.
Oh, GG.
Fodder? She called him fodder.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Ooh. My dry eyes, painfully blinking, makes me realize that I've been standing there watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that doesn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid. What are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Oh, seeing as I don't know how to begin to start even considering how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket has been wearing identifiers as a member of the L7 Gaming and Arcade esports team. Aw, see you later. Have a good one, Brofister. She's also dressed in bee clothes. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far. Why so rude, though? What a sore winner. Does she act as this bluntly toward every new person she meets, or grumble whenever she's on the losing end of a fight? It's off-putting. I don't really like asshole MOBAs. MOBAs breed so much assholishness. It's really hard to get people who play MOBAs and don't come off as jerks. I'm not saying if you play MOBA you're a jerk. I'm saying if you're playing a MOBA, it's hard to not be one. Ooh. What happened to good sportsmanship and being nice to your fellow human?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet-like. It's creepy.
Or just leave. She snaps her fingers to grab my attention. Excuse me?
So, are you gonna f***ing quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, yet alone professionally a competitive player of this game. Nope. Thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while working.
You work here?
Yes, me. And what's your job, hassling me? I'm actually pretending to work here. Shh. Enforce arcade law with this noble within this noble funplex. You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the game eats your quarter, come to me. Wait, you're serious? Okay then. Welcome aboard this runaway train.
They haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. Can we get Grandma? It's Grandma. I'm Izik. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago, so it might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a career pigeon to an ancient monastery where the game tags are forged in a vast oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks. No problem. The gamers stick together.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
Oh, goodness. What's the matter? I can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me,
Hey,
Queen Bee."
I do not sound like that.
You do.
Well, maybe a little.
I'm one of the regulars around here, besides Purpur and Tio. Should be seeing a lot of them in the future. Purpur? Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh great, now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. I literally have no idea who you're talking about.
Whoa.
Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You're innocent and pure. Let me show you the path of darkness, the internet. Will it hurt or traumatize me? Sure, I'd like to know more. It's part of my job to know all about the games here. If Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me farther into the dark abyss, my mistress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. Upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. Can't just plug in these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. The webcam here, it broadcasts my own personal PCs back home, and when the stream matches live to all my fans, the chat room appears on my phone. Costs a bit to get everything up and working together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning. But after doing this here for a couple years, it's pretty easy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras and damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex rather than from home. There's much more to miss out by sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, what? You're broadcasting live right now? Are we live
Nope,
right now?
No way.
Fuck no. That was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice as possible, even if it was a bunch of fodder. As in FO deer, as in, you know, chum, lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I get the idea, yeah. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. My crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting a practice soon. Team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
What the?
Fuck, I gotta go in 5 minutes? Listen, kid, it's been swell. Let's chat later, alright? Sure, one thing, can you keep swearing down to at least a little? I've got kids around here and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Man. But for you, I'll keep it PG-13. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there I need to kick. Later. And with the wave of a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to the First of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on stream. Queen Bee may be certifiable, but she's got a volatile personality to say the least. So she seems to like me. So there's that. She strikes me as the sort to start out rocky with anyone, but gradually get to working on them. Good for me. Let's see what to handle next. Let's look at the irate customer near Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of this arcade. Quickly rush all of 30 feet and scene of the crime already in progress. Come on, hurry the fuck up and finish your game. You, do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Oh, goodness. Yes, I'm Izik, the floor attendant. Well, stop attending those carpets and attend to me. I want this fucking to wrap his goddamn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, and I feel her wince as she curses up the blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this fat piece of fuck out of this game, and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring I ought to hear this fat piece of fuck side of the story before rushing to judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. How dare you! He deserves to be here! He doesn't even notice, so I tap again twice. Hello. He has a butt, too. There are other players waiting to give Mr. Foopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee and then, "Thank you, Naomi," which simply reads, Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and palettes and monsters and stuff? Yeah. Bit terse, as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently getting 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or as this other guy would probably put it, holy fuck, that's a fucking high of a score. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping good peace here. Plenty of lives stocked. On par for getting close to the world record before a kill screen. Somehow, the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when Oh, he's British. Oh, time for a terrible British accents, courtesy of me. Draped in his British accent like I'm watching some documentary program on BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finishes his clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. I can't British that word up. Well, Daddy is home. First, he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out 3 dozen quarters in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and roll around in bed covered in money and Cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in the 20s. Dude's rolling in Benjamins. He's rich, too? On it! Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me. Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in, customer wants to buy Moopy from 3K, what do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid 200 for it, plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of their darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? Also kind of feels weird taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on the real cost of old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at one point, but this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. 3,000 sounds about right. It's yours. I'd say 3 large is more than fair. It's all yours. I quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief. Thief who will be eating well tonight, mind you. You want me to get the dolly and wheel this thing out of here for you? But he shakes his head. Absolutely not. I'm leaving this game right where it is. But you bought it. So I can play it whenever I want, for as long as I want, provided nobody else is already playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt someone. But I wouldn't want to take it away from the Funplex. Naomi would cry. We can't have that, right? I guess not. Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the fuck, man? What kind of arcade is this anyway? Fuck this, I'm going to Deco's Palace. Let's play a different game, dude. Who needs dignity when you have a lot of Benjamins, right? Make daddy happy? We will. And we lost a customer, stomping his way out of the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. The negative side, I just drove a rando out in the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing, eating pallets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With this crisis behind us, I can clearly focus on who this crazy rich guy actually is. He seems to care about more than just this game. He's a caring person. Take it from somebody wallowing around the lower tax brackets, the rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family. Or the game isn't for us. Maybe it's for the best. Isn't that rando out the door in favor of this guy? So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk, even while playing.
Of course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
Can we get a hi, Percy, in chat? Holy shit, Justy. Hi, Percy.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant? I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
Yeah, you saw me, Percy? Hey, Percy. That's me, Izik Keeproni. It could also be Izik, whatever your last name is. Cade
Well
Reckler.
then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
This is the best job ever! So you're seriously just playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling.
Uh-huh.
I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
Also, he sounds more Australian than British. But okay. I don't care. The beeps and boops.
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real-world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition.
I had a coworker that looked like him at my last job. Tell me more, did you get on his dick?
I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
I wish. Naomi gets that she keeps moving in top condition for the day I eventually land my highest score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working the morning shift, hours and hours, and he still only is about 720,000 into this game. Can't imagine him being anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to the game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. If he needs food, I'll bring it to him. He must have a solid job. Good income? No, I'm not gonna say that. That's not okay. So gonna get your moopy dipped in gold? Your score is more important than your blank balance? Are you gonna get your moopy dipped in gold? I would say that. Yeah. If it was me tossing around green like that, I had my game coated in solid gold and encrusted with diamonds. Gold's heavy, and break through the floor. At mentioning money, he loses interest. Not that he's annoyed, it's just far more focused on the maze than any financial tips. But you know, it'd be shiny, right?
Don't think so.
I don't throw around money to impress people. Money removes obstacles, nothing more, nothing less. It's a tool, like any other. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, Percy! Stay with me, Percy! I do day trading, stocks and bonds, but I'm here moopy. Not to offer some fiscal advice. Right. My ill-fated attempts at humor piffling out, I decided to let it go. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. No! Stay here! I have to do a thing. About a thing. Be seeing you, Keeperoni. Yet another weird encounter is a string of weird encounters. But then it sounded more like the highest score junkies you hear about in the documentaries. Obsessed, driven, and kinda strange. It's fine, I'll be there when you get home, tired from moopying all day. I want my moopy dipped in something. Hey, Justy! This is like his extreme daddy. This is exactly like Dream Daddy. One goal. Maybe I was wrong about it, I'm not sure yet. Let's see. What to handle next? In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete in utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was, rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and give my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right to 1984. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. Pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check the dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Izik? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players drops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Tio? It was my first double A on a stop to the beat.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I did it. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing. What is she doing with this hand? What's this, like, east side thing? And one day, maybe even surpass you. I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes drift from their conversation to obscure the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from the Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song, can you blame me? I'm really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? Let's dance. You want to get fucked over? I'm gonna dance you into the sunset. Back when I was stomping around on dance mats games as a kid, they had arrows. I'm not sure I even know how to play this one, but it has caught my curiosity. Let's do it. From the previous obscure conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing games and keen to teach. Before I commit to anything, down with my bad self, I think I should know a little bit more exactly what this entails. Whilst I'm going to be playing these games solo, less chance of stomping on someone else's foot along the way. 'Tis a valid point. However, how could I resist ask a guy such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Are you hitting on me?
You're new here, right?
No. I don't think so. Thank you, next. Yes, Fairy.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Oh, thank God. I thought she didn't have a ring finger. Right? Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo. Teo's the best! Greatest guy here. He's sort of like our leader. Yeah? Oh God, he's a cult leader.
I'm nothing, really.
He looked directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
Whoa!
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close.
Oh my God, you would cheat on anything, wouldn't you?
I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
He just wants to stick his dick in me. No!
What do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
Teo reaches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. I'm working! Thank you, but no. Offer is hard to refuse. Dance games are fun, you know? But I can't imagine being up there dancing in front of a huge crowd. Maybe after I've played Showtime Saga a few times. Or Stage a few times. Alone. Possibly in the dark. I'll give it a try eventually, after sort of basic steps. But you can teach me how this thing works? I would enjoy that. I've taught many lead-footed newbies to become master movers and shakers. No time for lessons, unfortunately. I'm on the clock right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Izik. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. He's out, I'm in. I'm currently year 0 of the floor attendant Izik regime.
Hello there.
Regime? Which one would it be? It's an honor to meet you, Izik. Hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy and I'm having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? What? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. Oh my God, he's a DM. That's all I need in life. Are you hitting on me? Excuse me, sir, this is sexual harassment in the workplace. I'll have you know that my sexy daddy playing Moopy. It's true. Which is well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? We need to seriously talk about the crowd sizes. Sorry. I knew having a ball over here, but this crowd is blocking the emergency exit. By law, we have to keep a path present. Can't you let it slide just once? For me? That doesn't make me want to do it for you. Nope, if I let it happen once, it's gonna happen all the time. I get it though, your crew's passionate about this game. That's a good thing. The stampede on my first day at work would be bad for everyone involved. Could you imagine the headlines? Local arcade floor attendant trampled on first day, blood everywhere. Very true. I don't want to be checking my social media tomorrow and click the link for your obituary. We totes can't have that. I got this. Did you just say totes in normal conversation? Lucky this song was was being played just finished. Teo jumps up from the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep an area left of the stage clear. Oh man, but why? I like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We have to be cool for the fire safety. It's Izik's first day, so let's show him a little respect. See everyone turn around and glare at me. Right now I'm gonna be at the party pooper. Guess I have worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time, I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. Ew! No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Izik's just doing this job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in semi-ordinary fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
No thanks. As long as the dancing is within the law, I'll carry on. Officer Izik has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next adventure, when I remember something I should do. Turn back to Teo. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
Wow, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I said that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With the business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but you know. I'm so at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up behind me.
Good day.
Not a bad first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you, while others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I have got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. Valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. You'd also like to sign it and make working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah. So
you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, fed up and everything. Francine hasn't fired him yet, right? An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering.
Ooh.
Exit's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. You have 2 jobs to attend to? Just ordered a replacement power supply to a Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain. Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? Mr. Gavin right behind you, looking at the options so far. So when did you get the orgy? I don't know! Naomi is the best one. How dare you? Percy is the best one. Percy. I'm back from lunch. My school server's phone now. It's not awful. Percy. Percy. Percy! I didn't get any reputation with Percy. Oh, Percy! Why am I already at dating level with this jerk? It'd be silly to think of my purpose in a single day, but on the whole, the day's been pretty decent. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. What more could I want? What more could I want? Well, I don't know. Not yet, but I'll find out one day. I've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice to be quiet. How about we game a bit? Speak for yourself. I still got paperwork to handle. Come on, don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What, Naomi? You sneak in early every morning to play pinball. You're such a pinball wizard. Ah, well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of the art form. That art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney. The girls are giggling, and I find myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day. We can fix this. Good.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Oh, Francine. This look of confusion, outright terror in their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Hey, birthday party. How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds? Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on the pinball machines, putting chewing gum into the coin slots. But look at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom, the end is nigh!
I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears.
Right, battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desks so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Izik, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans discoing kindergartners. And suddenly... An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcade before the scattering every which way. We have to save. Even before any of them get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on, even if it's just to pretend to be playing. The crew assumes the battle stations. Naomi, by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door, trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults. Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them. Oh no. Keen on getting out ahead for the search for kitties, I guess. Happy Valentine's Day, Slaughter Daughter! It's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Oh no. Roman duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now, with the chaos, it was multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball, being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Izik, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these is tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. They can handle that. An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee. They can handle that. A little girl crying over stolen tickets. Percy and Gavin. Percy! I weave my way through the waves of children towards the skee-ball machines. One little girl, sitting at the end of the skee-ball ramp, crying. No parent in sight. Settle her. The task falls for me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing. What a lawsuit, happy parents lurking over by the vending machines, ignoring their kids, but Lieutenant Izik decided to take the case all the same. Hey, my name's Izik, and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help? Her sobbing pauses, she looks up at me. I lost my tickets. Someone stole them from me. I played and I won a bunch, Then I put them down and I was trying to get a friend and now they're gone. I glance around, but in the sea of kids, it's impossible to tell where the thief could be. I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent them all on skee ball and my tickets are all gone now. Wah! Easy. Well, we'll figure this out somehow. Although, I've got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was witness to the crime. Percy would have had a good view of the redemption game area based on where Moopy is positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk. A veritable? I don't know.
Veritable.
Crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. Or I could just bend the rules and solve this directly. Maybe Percy saw something. He could deal with this quietly, and if he can identify the culprit. Okay, don't worry. I'll get your tickets back one way or another. Really, Mr. Izik? Right there. I'll be back in a jiff. I walked up to Percy, tapping him on the shoulder to get his attention. Sorry to interrupt, but the girl in the pink over there, someone stole her tickets. I was hoping you saw something. Oh, Ron's a little, looking slightly embarrassed. Sorry, love. I've been pretty deep into this run. Wasn't exactly paying attention. Poor girl. Ruffians oh no. Absconded. With her tickets, you say. Yeah, well, I can't exactly expect you to babysit. I'll just go check with Gavin. Now. He's even better from the front. No need for that. This obstacle can be removed rather readily. Perhaps be an object lesson as well. He steps away, letting his extra lives croak one by one. Something more important has clearly captured his attention.
Hello.
Oh. Hello, my name's Percy. You say you need tickets? Yeah, I wanted to get the colored crayons. 50 tickets, if I recall. Tall order, but certainly achievable. Here, let me show you the best way to reach your goal. He leads our little group short ways and over to a game of color spinning lights. Skee ball, even when played well, has an expected value of 4 tickets per token. The game has an EV of 8. 10 if you're sharp enough. And he demonstrates dropping his token. The light starts swirling around and around until he snaps out and pushes the single control button in perfect timing, capturing the light in between 2 pink goalposts. 12 tickets come streaming out of the slot, the maximum possible per token. Simple, yes? Here, I can spot you some tokens. Just to get started. He produces a short stack of brassy tokens from this ample supply in his pockets. But Rose just sort of stares at the game confused. But this game's really boring.
Me?
Boring? It's got colorful lights, see? And it plays very well. But it's boring. I like rolling skee balls into the holes. You want those crayons, yes? And this is the most efficient way to get them. Oh, he likes efficiency. Guys, he likes efficiency. But she's not crying anymore. The distraction was enough to crack her out of the feedback loop of despair, I guess. She hands the tokens back and stack clinking lightly into Percy's open hand.
Thank you.
Thanks, mister, but I got the crayons at home. I guess I'll just use those. Not exactly cheered up, but not exactly weeping. She mixes back into the crowd to find her friends and play with them instead. Huh. My apologies, Izik. It seems I've let you both down. Although I must confess, I'm rather puzzled by this. If you have to be clear and distinct goal, what's so bad about accomplishing it by the most direct means? She's 5. I think she cares more about fun than expected value.
Well,
I'll admit my experience with children is unorthodox. I suppose it's best to admit my failure in this moment and move on. Okay. I love this guy. He's like, but you want crayons. Why have fun when you could get crayons? Let the kid have fun, Percy, you fuck. No, I want to have fun with Percy. I mean, I hope the kid gets what she wants. He doesn't have the appeal of fun. I let it ride, but curiosity takes me. Kid's got spirit and competitor. Skee Ball's more competitive than Stop the Light. Isn't playing Mr. Moopy's magic fun for you? Why else would you play it all the time? By unorthodox child experience, what exactly do you mean? Yeah. Hang on, you spent all day, every day, playing Mr. Moopy's Magic Arenas. And that doesn't offer any tickets or rewards of any sort. There's the high score. Right, but you really only playing for the score? Surely you find the game itself is fun. I mean, what drew you to the Mr. Moopy in the first place? Why that game for your score challenge? That question puts him at unease. He pauses, unable to smoothly deliver an answer.
Well,
it's a bit personal, really. Not that I'm offended. Oh, no, I just mean it's a very personal decision to take up this particular challenge, this game. Mixture of nostalgia and promise to keep... He shakes his head. I suppose this isn't the time or place. Others need your help today, Izik. This old man's got a game to get back
much
to.
obliged.
But thank you for trying to help that girl, and thanks for allowing me to try to help. Even if we both struck out, it shows character. Percy returns to his game having lost most of his extra lives, but doesn't seem to mind the setback. If anything, he's smiling more than he was a minute ago. Right, that's sorted out. The other two situations are about to spin out of control. We've only got time to deal with one of them. Which of them? The cupcakes. I can smell disaster in the wind, and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell the box of birthday cupcakes on one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. My first inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing blobbed cupcake cakes was superior to the actual birthday cake. But there are clearly larger issues to take than that. I like cupcakes better than cupcakes. I like cupcakes way better.
I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes.
No fair! Everybody gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolate!
Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last
Finders
one.
keepers, losers weepers.
Parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and weather and the PTA and stuff. Meaning when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody is there to stop it.
Ah! Stop it! Stop it!
I want chocolate!
Kill them both and eat the cupcakes yourself. Yes. Cut the cupcakes in half. No, you should never break a cupcake! I'd rather they have it than the cupcake be torn into sunder. As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Slaughter Daughter, thank you for the 20 biddies! You're so sweet! Anyway, she was busy trying to unjam a joystick on one of the kids was waggled so hard. Looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice inviting target for the flying confectionery. Act fast, Izik. The game can just be cleaned! Quickly, I hurl myself into action. Get down! Oh! Get down, Miss Ashley. It hit my peenie. Numbness sets as multiple rounds of frosting-coated mortar fire impact against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not save them both. No, the game! The joust she was working on with me this morning got controls splattered with icing. She'll fix it. including sugary slime, dumped right on the exposed joystick she was fixing. But Ash is at my side in an instant. Izik, no! Damn you, unjust universe! Ashley, it's so cold. Lie still, Izik. I won't let you die on me. I'm not dying, I think she's kind of cold and sticky and gross.
How dare you!
How dare you not save Naomi?
I like her costume! She put forth a lot of effort into making that, and it was about to get fucking ruined. The fucking... The game can be cleaned. The costume might be ruined forever. Yeah, honestly, I think it would be easier to dry clean the costume. Not if it's actual feathers. Oh, that's okay then. At this point.
Dare you!
The game HAS, EXP ou SD wiring.
Oh, I didn't read that part. I did. I must have not realized. God damn it. Oh, it was the Joust? Fuck that game. Fuck that fucking game. I hated Joust. By this point, the lackadaisical parents have finally noticed the pastry wars. They're busy rounding up the combatants for the various scoldings. Meanwhile, Naomi near tears at the affixes an out-of-order sign in the screen with sticky tape. It feels like pulling a death shroud over it. Oh man, I just fixed this game! And I've got icing in my hair and in my work apron. Ugh. Back to the workshop, I guess. I wouldn't want to plug it back in like this. It must be an electrical short. Sorry. My body's not really wide enough to cover both of you properly. I don't think your job contract covers cupcake defense, so you did more than you had to. I don't blame you. Now, where's that dolly? Hearing that the least I can do, I quickly help her move the game to the back room. Naomi follows to get the cracking on repairs. Wow, they really got you good, didn't they?
What if?
Oh, hey, I wonder if you have superpowers now. What? Well, most superheroes have some tragic accident in their backstory. The one that gives them abilities beyond mortal man.
Let's see.
Young Izik Brony, a shiftless and directionless 20-something, cut down in his prime by a cupcake onslaught. Wakes up the next day with the strength and speed of a cupcake. Wait, no, that doesn't work. No, instead, he can summon cupcakes to do his bidding. Together with an army of sugary delights, they fight crime. I wasn't wide enough to predict you both. We need to get thick. If I was there, I would have been able to. She actually used actual feathers? Yeah! Yeah, she was talking about that earlier. What do you think? All that fame and foresight burned out in a year. I don't think I could handle being an overnight success. I'm so used to a relentless parade of failure that a sudden box office hit would hit me hard. Probably end up being like a VH1 behind the films documentary subject with lots of black and white photos and sad piano music. Hey, immortality is immortality. But seriously.
Thank you.
Thanks. You didn't have to take that mess for me. But you did, and I really appreciate it. I'll cover the floor with a little extra while you go change, okay? We'll talk later. No problem, I'll be seeing you. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatch one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcake top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off my pants, I'm ready to go again. 2 problems in the can. Okay, cupcake gets tickets sorted out. As for the angry shouting parent by the driving games, uh-oh. Well, looks like they went home. Problem solved, but the boy she was shouting at is gone too. Hey Izik, you missed the fireworks. And I don't mean my dancing. What happened? Queen Bee glances back briefly in the middle of playing some samurai-based fighting game. Oh, some fuck was screaming at this kid for no good reason. Eventually the parents got into a shouting match. Tio talked to them both down, but they decided to bail on the party. All I did was point out that they were right next to a donut shop, frequented by some very well-read cops. Trat. Just hoping to cool things off, they could keep enjoying the party. Can we fuck cops? Oh, I just minimized the game. There we go. Oh. Yes. Yes, make that go higher. Make it go higher. Yes, I was so impromptu cupcake shooting gallery. What a mess. Those stolen tickets? Man, kids can be jerks, but you gave it your best. You're looking pretty run down, though. Why not take a break? I have a solemn and sworn duty to protect peace in my arcade. Yeah, fuck that. Go take 5. Well, truthfully, I'm going to warn the heck out of after all that, Teo's right. I need to step away from the craziness, if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. What a day. Quirky coworkers, die-hard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into the volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness, or some such cliche. But nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down on one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back, try to work the kinks out of my short shoulders. I'm back and spot an upside-down kid. Huh? Oh wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. Wait, what's the kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi? Hi, and you are? Mikey? Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey, my name's Izik. So what are you doing here? This is an employees-only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How did you get in? The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Huh. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling, being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically
Please
safe,
don't send me back out there.
What? Oh, this is curious. I lean in so we can be in the same eye level. Something's wrong, you can tell me. I work here. I'm the guy who solves problems.
No problems, just don't want to go out there.
What's wrong with you, kid? You want to play with your friends? Gives me the most cynical, better laugh than I've heard out of kindergarten.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here.
What?
My family just moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
New kid in town, huh? He nods mutely. Still, I shouldn't have busted him there and then, brought him back into the party, where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid, I won't tell on you. But if you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. Why? I thought... What? Oh, there we go. I thought you'd make me go. You're an adult like mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. I would never do this, by the way. I would never do this. This is how problems start. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad were kept losing jobs and taking new jobs. Worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided I'd just take what I could get. Yeah, this is so much of a lawsuit waiting to happen, or much worse. Yeah, I would never keep a kid in the back room. It's just asking for a fucking issue. Go with the flow. What does that mean? It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad over it.
But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad? It's
No.
sad to never care about anything, right?
No. I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard, because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Izik out if an adult did this for me. So instead I decided to be an adult that little Izik would have needed. Hey, it could be worse. Aliens could attack. It won't always be this bad. Life has ups and downs. Mommy loves you, that's why she works hard. But this won't beat you, right? You're a tough kid? I wouldn't say that. You take the time you need, I'll stay with you. Wouldn't say that. Your mommy loves you, that's why she works hard. I could say that. And it could be totally worse. Aliens could attack. Your mommy loves you, that's why she works hard. Your mommy loves you, Mikey. She loves you very, very much. When I was a kid, I was mad at my parents for moving all the time and taking different jobs. It made things very hard for me. But now that I'm older, I know they were working hard because they loved me, they wanted the best for me, and they were doing their best to get it. Why is this kid your therapist now? Because you got the concussion from the cupcakes and are hallucinating? Life can be hard, sometimes it's just for fun, but there's one thing that's always there, love. They love you. He shoots me a doubting look. One of those little doubting looks that they don't outright call something a lie, but they can't quite swallow it. Like, if your mom was sad, what would you do to make her happy? I mean, if you had to go to school an extra 2 hours a day, would you do it? I guess. That's what she's doing. She's working very hard because she wants to make you happy. I'm not happy being alone or moving all the time. See, if we had just sent him back out, we would have never had to have this conversation. I'm not happy being alone or moving all the time. Neither is she. But she knows if she works hard, one day, you won't be alone. You won't be moving all the time. I was a new kid, remember? Now that I have a home, my best friend, and a good job, I work in an arcade. How cool is that? It wasn't really easy. My parents were often sad. I was just often sad. Parents were often sad. I was often sad, but we pulled through, and so will you. Just remember, she loves you, and you love her. That'll get you through the sad times. Huh. It's not a great answer, but it does solve the problem. But it does make things a little easier on Mikey. From his long sigh, I can feel him releasing his sadness before offering a little smile. Not a big goofy grin, but the high of happiness. Just simple understanding. I love my daddy! Or, excuse me, I love mommy. But it's sad, a lot. I know it's not always sad, but even if she left me here, I know she's coming back. Hey, you know what? You still got some time to enjoy the party, especially if you don't like to talk to the other kids. There's a lot of games you can play. Hey, maybe you'll get to know someone while playing a game. Arcades are great for that. I'm sure a lot of them have sad times too, and they could use someone to play with, someone who understands. Okay, I want to play the skee-ball games. I'll spot you a few tokens. Let's get you rolling. I take his hand, lead him out back to the main room. I love my daddy was from Silent Hill. Shattered Memories. She's like, I love my daddy! And just like repeatedly says it like 3 times in the opening. It's ridiculous. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed Mikey's problems, but I'm no child psychologist. And that was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in some crappy situation I found myself. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacation, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them. And they couldn't take time off of work. The whole Keeperoni family had to learn to settle, to accept a lot in life we hadn't been dealt. And to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out from the mire. I'd only known her for a few years, with a few stable times in my life, but she knew the stage had been pushed to. Now here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers, alternately boring and hectic, surreal, and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I've been in a very, very long time. Beep beep, beep beep, Izik! My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggest you're very happy right now. Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know? I just told you, silly. I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
I know.
Oh, that's easy. I didn't. What? I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements, a fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people out, and so on. Also, I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know.
Hooray!
I try to be. From the cars pulling in the parking lot, looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade. Let's save real quick. Most of the games have filed out by now, if they hadn't already fled the tidal waves of kiddies. My first impulse is go bug Gavin at my paperwork, but that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe see how VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run checking with everyone, though. What do I want to hang out with? Is this even a question? Having finished today's high score run, Percy's relaxing a bit by the Moopy machine. Just casually browsing on his phone before he heads off.
Quite good.
Ah, good. Market's up. My morning trades will cash out nicely. And the Moopy score? Oh, quite terrible, I'm afraid. I had to restart twice. Meaning he played literally 75 cents worth of gaming all day long. Wow. Still keeps my skills sharp, yes? Practice, practice, practice. Plus, it was quite pleasant. Seeing all these kids playing such a good time in the Funplex. I always play better when people around me are happy. Except for the ones screaming, throwing cupcakes, or being hassled by angry parents, or having the stuff stolen, or... To be fair, like, there used to be an arcade game in Chuck E. Cheese that I played with my friend. And we went there together. I was little, and it was the Jurassic Park game, where you shot fireballs. And I remember a woman coming up to us and saying, "Hey guys, can you wrap this up?" And I wanted to be like, "Bitch, I paid my fucking quarter. Like, don't fucking come up to me. I paid my motherfucking quarter. We're playing this game. And I wanted to beat it. And it was a long game. But you know what? Get the fuck over it. I paid my motherfucking quarter." Except for the ones screaming and throwing cupcakes, or being hassled by angry parents, or having their stuff stolen, or... True, your job does, by its very nature, bring you into contact with those who are specifically not happy. Chin up, love. Oh. There are good days and bad days, true, but an arcade is a place where good ones outnumber the bad. It's a place of the dreams, you see. Hell yeah, stand your ground, Izik. Yeah, I remember saying to her, but we already paid. And she was like, "Oh, well, you probably should start stopping soon. You've been playing it for a really long time." And I just didn't respond to her. She didn't even work there. She was just another parent that was unrelated to us. I didn't know the bitch. It wasn't like she was my mom or my friend's mom. She was just some other lady. I glanced around the palace, which is little more than a hole in the wall in the Twin Pines Mall. It's no Deco's place, but, though, that guy's a millionaire. No, we won't say that, because that doesn't even make sense to this. Maybe I can just work on the good days and call the sick for the bad ones? No. Is that why you keep coming back? Your dreams? What? Oh. So, what's your dream then? Aside from Moopy, or is that basically it? Just nailing the world record? Oh, astute, aren't we? I suppose I'm here for more than a hot quarter, pumping action. More than to relish in the smile of those around me.
Unpleasant memories.
It's a bit more of a personal matter, and not an entirely gentle or pleasant tale. I have no intention of bringing down your bad day. Another notch in the story. You should focus on here and now. You survived a birthday party, that's worth celebrating. Well, if you excuse me, I should really be heading home now. Job well done, and all that for both of us. Cheerio, then. Yes, yes, tip-tip, cheerio, governor. Fish and chips, Bob's your uncle, and whatnot. Or, you know, I could simply say goodbye. That also works. If things winding down, there's just one thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin and handle the remains of the day. Izik, good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss, sub-boss. Gavin will do. I can't say you've been been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high. So I'll assume you were as close to perfect as reasonable. I'm not entirely sure why you consulted Percy regarding those tickets. He's not staff, but I suppose it's a minor issue. I want to do him! How dare you! Unfortunately, the cost of cleaning our carpets and games after the cupcakes assault was a chunk of change, but I suppose you did all you could. Here there. I'm pleased to say that the sale of Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze for a full $3,000 will indirectly offset quite a few of those costs. I'm glad you consulted me on that and stuck with your guns on the pricing. Even if I'd be happy to get rid of that relic entirely. Why is it still here is a good question. Was I not clear who wanted it gone? Percy didn't want it to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say. Shut up, Gavin. Are you driving our poor little Izik, giving our poor little Izik a hard time, Gavin, dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Let's be sensible.
Naomi's dream matters, too. As for the dream of Percy, that poor fellow. Poor? Isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream.
You're so thick. Gavin, I know you mean well. Want to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in the name of which shadow the dreams of others, well... That's not what the Funplex is all about. Izik, you understand, yes, the reason why. The fuck? My phone is like red hot. I don't understand why. That was weird. Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during that interview. Now I think I understand. I don't really know why I was here. When I walked in these doors, maybe I still don't, but this is the kind of place where you can learn who and what you are, and why you're here. Naomi's here to care for her cherished games. Percy's chasing his dreams of a high score. And I'm here because I'm tired of compromising, tired of settling for whatever I can get. I want something more out of life. You know, we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We seek our why, and we don't settle for anything less. Izik.
Apologies.
Izik, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against realism some days, but I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams protest. I can assume you're still keen to work here, Izik? I don't even hesitate before replying. Absolutely. Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Fill these out tonight and hand them in the first thing in the morning. I like how he's doing this now. And if he was going to be an asshole and I was still working here, I could have totally fucked him over by saying they made me work unlawfully. And welcome to the Funplex. Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you're fitted just fine, Izik. One bus ride later, and it's home again. Home again, jiggity jig. Juniper already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day. So, how'd it go? It went well. Well? Really well. Your little app came through despite being terrifyingly omniscient and just a little bit unnerving. How are we on Daddy? Oh yeah. Apparently we really are into freaking Bird Girl. You forgot to mention the adorable. That's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear things worked out. And you even came home with a smile. Like when you were a lifeguard. Huh, I guess I am smiling. Interesting. Quick question. Why did you get rid of Grandma in the corner? I guess I'm smiling.
By the way,
just one
teensy weensy little question I have for you.
What?
Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels?
What? Did I neglect to mention that as part of the terms and conditions? Oh my god. On the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. I would eat the shit out of those pizza bagels. And that's level 1 of Arcade Spirits complete. Oh my god. Hey look, you also won a prize. You'll get one of these for each level you clear. Put some extras, plus some extras for various endings and other hidden thingies. Now let's see your score. Looks like you and Ashley are having some good times. You're proving to be gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 6,000 points. Nice. Keep up with people and your score will go up, up, up. You want to save your game before proceeding to level 2? Save the game. And I think that's actually where we're going to end. Because we did start a little early today. If that's cool with you guys, because I want to do them at least a chapter at a time. Izik, no, I'm sorry! Here, will this make you feel better? Alright. Thank you so much, guys. So, did you guys like it? Do you think we should keep going, or do you think we should stop? I'm all for keep going. Keep going? Sweet. Alright, we will do more of this in the future then. Alright, who is streaming right now? Let's send Cat. You need your sugar daddy, right? Alright, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming. I can't breathe. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Tell Cat I love her. Tell Cat I love her!